The beat drops, the lights flash, and Ashante Thee Adonis steps into the spotlight, a star whose swagger and skill lit up WWE for 6 unforgettable years. But on August 10th, 2025, he closed that chapter, announcing his departure from WWE with a heartfelt message on X, filled with gratitude and a bold promise to show the world his true potential. Now, as a free agent, Adonis is ready to rewrite his story, leaving the WWE Universe wondering where this charismatic talent will shine next. Ashante Thee Adonis, born to Hootie Miles, is more than a wrestler. He's a performer who brought hip-hop flair and undeniable charisma to WWE. His journey began in 2019, stepping into the WWE spotlight as a 26-year-old U.S. Army veteran with a chip on his shoulder and a dream in his heart. His debut on Raw was a brutal introduction, a 2-on-1 handicap match against Braun Strowman, a squash that showcased the monster amongst men but gave Adonis his first taste of the big stage. By 2020, he'd signed with WWE, finding his home in NXT as part of Hit Row, a faction that blended music, culture, and wrestling into a phenomenon. Alongside Isaiah Swerve Scott, Top Dollar, and B-Fab, Adonis helped make Hit Row one of NXT's hottest acts, their promos dripping with rhythm and attitude, their matches electric with energy. His in-ring style, a mix of agility, striking, and showmanship, turned heads, earning him a call-up to SmackDown in 2021. But just a month later, in November 2021, the entire Hit Row faction was shockingly released, a move that stunned fans and left Adonis reeling. Undeterred, he returned in 2022 under Triple H's creative regime alongside Top Dollar and B-Fab, though without Swerve Strickland, who'd found a new home in AEW. The second run on SmackDown struggled to recapture the NXT magic, and by 2023, Hit Row was back in NXT, focusing on tag team action. Adonis formed a notable partnership with Cedric Alexander and later played an on-screen love interest to Carmen Petrovich, adding layers to his character. His final WWE match came on June 24, 2025, a loss to Ricky Saints on NXT, a quiet exit for a man who'd made so much noise. On August 10th, he took to X to announce his departure, confirming his contract had expired, not renewed by WWE, marking his second exit from the company. After 6 unforgettable years under the WWE lights, the time has come for me to close that chapter, he wrote, his words brimming with gratitude but laced with ambition. This is the pulse of AlphaWar Room, capturing the journeys of warriors like Adonis whose stories continue beyond the ring. If you're with us, hit that subscribe button to join the fight, where we honor the past and chase the future. Adonis's statement on X was more than a goodbye. It was a manifesto for what's next. He wrote on X, "I'm filled with nothing but gratitude for every opportunity, the experiences, lessons, and incredible talent I've had the chance to work with." But it was his confidence that stood out, a declaration that his best is yet to come. He said, "I'm truly excited to show the world what I can really do. Sometimes you gotta get off multiplayer and progress your story mode. I believe I'm the face of the future and the reason your girl stopped texting you back." The line, dripping with his signature swagger, drew laughs and cheers from fans online, who flooded his post with support, retweeting it thousands of times. Adonis didn't just leave, he left a spark, promising a brand new beginning and insisting he's just scratching the surface. His closing words, "Stars can't shine without darkness," were a poetic nod to his resilience, a reminder that setbacks only fuel his fire. He even included a booking contact, Tehuti Management at theparagontg.com, signaling he's ready to hit the independent circuit, where opportunities await. Reports from Fightful's Sanra Sap clarified this wasn't a release, but a contract expiration, a distinction that underscores Adonis's agency in this moment. He's not a victim, he's a star choosing his next path. The Adonis out. He signed off, a mic drop for the ages. Adonis's WWE tenure was a roller coaster, defined by the highs of Hit Row's rise and the lows of its struggles. Formed in NXT in 2020, Hit Row was a cultural force, blending hip-hop with wrestling in a way that felt fresh and authentic. Adonis, with his mic skills and in-ring flair, was a key piece, delivering promos that popped and matches that backed them up. Their call-up to SmackDown in October 2021 was a big moment, but the release a month later blindsided everyone. Adonis spent the interim honing his craft on the indies, working for promotions like MCW Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor as Elijah King, a name that carried his pre-WWE persona. His military background, serving in the U.S. Army from 2008 to 2013, including 2 tours in Afghanistan, and his time playing Division I football at the University of Maryland shaped his discipline, evident in his work ethic. When Hit Row returned in 2022, Adonis leaned into his role, but the group's momentum faltered without Swerve Strickland. Top Dollar's release in 2023 left Adonis and B-Fab to carry the torch, but by 2024, Adonis was back in NXT, working storylines with Carmen Petrovich and Cedric Alexander. A highlight came earlier in 2025, when he competed at TNA Genesis as part of WWE's crossover with TNA, facing Jake Something in a losing effort on the pre-show. Despite never getting a major singles push, Adonis's charisma and potential shine through, making his departure a surprise to fans who saw him as a breakout star in waiting. The timing of Adonis's exit is poignant, coming amid a wave of WWE releases and contract expirations. Names like Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux also parted ways around the same time, signaling a turbulent period for WWE's talent roster. Adonis's organic popularity, evident in fan reactions on X and at live events, made his departure sting. Posts on X, like one from @TheMovementXX, praising his plans to stay active on the indies, show the support he's garnered. Another from @TimmyBaltimore announced a post-WWE interview on the Limping Ain't Easy podcast, promising insights into his time in WWE, the truth behind Hit Row, and his military service. These reactions highlight what WWE may have lost: a versatile performer with untapped potential. Adonis's mic skills, honed through Hit Row's rap-infused promos and his in-ring agility, seen in matches against the likes of Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, suggest he could thrive elsewhere. The independent scene, AEW, or even a return to TNA beckon, where stars like Swerve Strickland and AJ Francis, Top Dollar, have found success post-WWE. His booking email in the X post is a clear signal he's ready to work, and promotions like MCW, where he competed pre-WWE, could welcome him back. "You have only seen a glimpse of my true potential," he wrote, a promise that echoes in the minds of fans waiting to see his next move. Adonis's story is one of resilience and reinvention, a man who turned every opportunity into a showcase of his talent. From his early days in Maryland Championship Wrestling to his NXT breakout, he's proven he can adapt and shine. His military service gave him grit, his football background gave him athleticism, and his love for hip-hop gave him a voice that cut through the noise. Hit Row was his platform, but Adonis was always more than a faction member, a star with the charisma to lead. His final NXT run, including a romantic storyline with Carmen Petrovich that ended with a roundhouse kick to the face, showed his willingness to take risks. His TNA appearance at Genesis, part of WWE's partnership, was a glimpse of what he could do on a bigger stage. Now, as a free agent, the wrestling world is his canvas. Fans speculate about his future. A run in AEW alongside Swerve? A return to ROH? Or perhaps a new faction in a promotion hungry for his energy? His ex-post, with its bold claim of being the face of the future, suggests he's ready to bet on himself, just as he did when he survived WWE's cuts in 2022. The wrestling landscape in 2025 is wide open, with opportunities for a 32-year-old in his prime to make waves. Ashante Thee Adonis is gone from WWE, but his story is far from over. With a mic in one hand and a dream in the other, he's stepping into the darkness, ready to shine brighter than ever.